Alright, let's go ahead and get to it. Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Play It Paint It Live. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday night. And here we go with another one of these. And today we got Ashoka Tano. Ashoka Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. That's what we that's what we have. Yeah, we have Chaka Khan. I'm gonna paint this is the Padawan version of Ashoka Tano. Here's the core box set. Looks like the lightsabers are a little screwed up on this one. Maybe I can fix that a little bit. So I'll try to fix that. But yeah, we're gonna work on some Shatterpoint, I guess, is the key point of my I'm trying to make tonight. Is yeah, we're working on some Shatterpoint. And we'll see how we go. She's basically done. I kind of still have her on here as a kind of a reference for this model, who is going to be slightly different, as you can see. I really like this sculpt, actually. It's pretty cool. I tend to like the more subtle poses on the minis. I don't, unless they're like, unless the energy is super good on a mini, it just doesn't, it's not that big a deal for me. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna work on her tonight, and if there's time we'll work a little bit on my my measuring tools and stuff, but I don't know, we'll work on her because just about all my other Shatterpoint stuff is done and painted, so we're ready to go for tomorrow. I should actually tell Jose that we're playing Shatterpoint tomorrow. I don't think he'll care that much, but that's fine. But yeah, for tonight, we're getting her done. And that's pretty much gonna wrap up Shatterpoint for me for a while. I'll be done with all the minis anyway. And then I just need to paint the terrain and whatnot. Alright, so we're gonna let that dry for a second. Got a couple of other like little details here I want to take care of. We gotta work on the hair. So I'll work on the hair too. I'm gonna work on the lightsabers. And I like that the Padawan version has green lightsabers. I think that's cool. So let's see what we can get done here with the green lightsabers. And then this is like a steel color here. I'll fix that in a minute. But for now, let's just get all this underway. Very cool. All right. Now we're gonna paint in the blue, like all the little blue stripes in the hair or mane or whatever this thing is called. And we're gonna use Star Blue for this. So I'll do that and we'll get going. If you guys have any questions, comments, threats, feel free to leave a note in the comments. Otherwise, we're going to paint this Ashoka. Okay. One thing I would like to point out immediately is that this sculpt is quite good. Like, quite good. Every bit of detail here in the hair is sculpted in. So, right, so I can literally pick off every single, segment and triangle that is on the sculpt just by carefully kind of going over the sculpted triangles here. So let me do that. Right? So I've got some so we're gonna paint in the triangle parts. I don't know how close I can get into the face here. So you can see the detail on the face, but it's quite good. It's quite good. This is some of the better. This range is excellent for, for people who are going to paint faces, myself included here. And all of these like triangle markings, also very good for this, right? So I could literally follow this, right? I don't know if you can see that level of detail back there, but it's definitely visible to my eye. So I can paint this in and have it match, right? Actually have it hit the model the way it's sculpted on, which is super nice, right? Because this, for example, that just ends right there. It does not. Right, and as long as I'm precise about it, right? You can see the section of the shirt there that I missed. Where's my, is this it? There we go. So we're just going to carefully paint the blue in. And there's a blue triangle right there. There's one there. And then trying to find, all right. So then there's a pretty big prominent line there. All right, and all I'm doing, just following the lines. And that's good because see how that one just skirts right past the face there. You can still get that. Still get a really good bit of detail on that. And there isn't one here, but I'm gonna just stick a. I'm just gonna stick the last one down there. Right? And then you can see there's just the tiniest little sliver of the blouse back there that I'm gonna get. I just want to get back there. Here we go. Okay. So she's looking pretty good already. Now we do the big old stripes on the back. She's got kind of this like Charlie Brown pattern going. Right? And there we go. Looking pretty good. We're going to continue on. Alright. So we got that going on. Let's start on the lightsabers. So there is a green that I absolutely love for this. It's not quite it. Hope I can find it, because it's like the best green you could use for this. It's not this, but this is pretty good, but this is not actually the color I want. Is it up here somewhere? Could be, because I do use it. Don't see it. Ah, that could be it. That's it right there. Okay, so this color here is amazing, this luminous green. So we're gonna hit the lightsabers with this luminous green to start. Now, I still have not actually played a game of Shatterpoint yet, but I do have. This is actually the second set I've painted so far. Right. First set was my store's demo copy, but now we have this one, and we didn't get to paint her last time, so that's cool. Now I'm gonna want like a blue-violet color. It's gonna help me. Or I could just do pink, but I prefer to do blue-violet. If I can find it. I do have this super light violet, but this is the top level highlight. So I need to go in between purple and that color for the tabard here. The markings on the tabard. I'm just trusting in the process here. One day. Do not have it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to do this blue-violet right there on the tabard. But you can see, like, the detail on the face is just excellent. It's actually better than the one that's in the starter. Probably maybe one of the reasons why I would want to do this in the first place, or paint one of these in the first place, is because the detail's better than the one on the starter. All right. Okay. So I'll highlight that like that. Don't worry, we'll give it some definition as soon as it dries. Also, I want to put a little steel on the belt buckle. So let's do that. Okay. Let's put a little belt, little highlight there, and let's, I don't know. Let's give this model a little bit of detail, because I mean, I happen to love this pose, but it is a somewhat flat model. It's not terribly detailed. Honestly, one of the things I really like about the model is that it just has good detail, but not much energy to it. Alright, so looking pretty good there. Alright, so let's paint the rest of the lightsaber. And we're going to do this using a speed paint, okay? So we're looking for a specific speed paint. And we're looking for orc green speed paint. Or orc skin or whatever. I think it's called orc skin. And I'm not, there it is. Okay. So we're going to take orc skin. And we're going to do 1 drop of orc skin. And then I want to do like, let's do like 2 or 3 drops of speed paint medium. I think 2 drops is good. Let's mix this up. Okay, so this is going to end up being a super, super light. We're going to treat this almost more like a wash than anything. And I'm just going to creep up on my saber color here. All right, like that. There we go. Creep up there, creep up here. It's a problem with having a black background on, or a green background on the show, is it's harder to, for you guys to follow when I'm painting something like green. There you go. Just gonna blend that a little bit better. Again, super delicate with that feature there. And then let's actually getting, I want to get this, she has like a Y up here. So we get that in. There we go. Yeah, she looks fantastic. Let's do this little sand golem on the base. Bases I'm keeping super, super simple. But they look pretty nice when they're done. Right? There we go. Okay. And then now let's paint the black around the lip. Seal the model up, so to speak. Oh, that's trash. I have a black somewhere. Whoop. Then we can decide if we want to play her tomorrow or not. All right. All right. All right. As you can see, pretty fantastic miniature. I'm definitely a fan. She's just more interesting than the starter box version. Even though the starter box version is a primary, and this is a secondary character. We'll look at her stats here in a second. There she is. Padawan Ashoka. Very cool miniature. Let's let her dry. I'm gonna let you. You can check her out versus, like I said, the starter box version. So there they are. Really like the Padawan version better for a number of reasons. I don't know. I don't like the pose on the starter one. It's just not as cool. Let's let that dry for a second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna turn off some lights around my house. It's because there's a lot of I'm a responsible dad. There's a lot of lights on around the house. Okay, so let's let her dry for a second. We're gonna take a little detour and work on a couple of items. I want to work on my widgets a little bit. You can see they're not very inspiring right now. I just kind of sprayed them with the really basic color shift paint, right? Real simple, but I want to get just a little bit of character on them. So we're going to give them a little dry brush. And we're going to dry brush this. We're going to dry brush that color onto them. Let me see if I have a clean dry brush I can use. And hopefully this dry brush isn't too... It's not bad. Right? I don't want it to be... I don't want it to be too stiff because it's going to leave like powder. I just want it to be reasonably soft. And I could break out the nice dry brushes for this if I needed to, right? My Artist Opus, but I think we're good here. So we're just going to do this little quick job here, right? So old school dry brushing method, because I want this to look pretty subtle, right? So I can, mainly stuff like, I want to be able to read that arrow. So let's go like that, right? I want to be able to read that arrow right there. See? You know, we can continue down the side here. Just get that. That's pretty nice. Let's do the other side of it. All you need to do is get the edge on that side. Right? Like I could sit and paint. I can sit and paint the little designs on them, but I don't know. Kind of just wanted. I want it to look nice, but I don't need to. I don't want to spend like a lot of time just painting the widgets. So normally with like my Legion widgets and my MCP widgets, it's just this. I even do less than this. I just spray them with the color shift paint, and that's it. Let's take the short tool here. And I still have like a bunch of the... I have all the terrain I have to paint too. But, I don't know, I'm just not feeling the terrain as much right now. I know I need to do it because it's all sprayed black. Right, a little bit of gold on here. This makes the tools easier to read, which is what I like. Let's do this shove tool, which I don't even know how to use yet. Hopefully tomorrow someone's going to show me how to use this shove tool. You just go like that, I guess, and I could just really give it a edge dry brush like that. It's actually kind of cool. A little bit of gold. Uh-oh, cat wants out. One sec. Go on, kitty. You can leave. Go on. You can leave. Go on. Go on. There you go. Yeah, I like this. It's the easiest thing in the world to just do this, right? But your tool gets a little character to it, which is great, right? Oops. Right? Not really trying to do anything special here. I just want it to want the tool to look cool. But yeah, still not sure. You use this to shove miniatures, I guess, but seems kind of silly. You guys tell me how valuable this thing is. It looks cool. That's about all I have to say about it. It's just a cool looking thing, right? Let's do these little the range widgets. Right, so again, my goal just to get the outside here and then get the number there. Right, that's it. You can always come back and paint it, like paint it proper, but you know, that's not the exercise. It's not the point of tonight's exercise, right? Tonight's exercise is let's get these sort of game ready. All right. range 4. Boop. Boop. Right, so really they're just easier to read. Right, it just takes a couple seconds to do this. Very easy. Easy little way to upgrade your tools and such. Okay. And let's do the last one here. Number 5, which, you know, right, if you really want to paint it, you could paint that, you can paint that whole blaster part in. But that's not what we're trying to do tonight. Tonight I'm just trying to get the edge of the widget. Because one thing I'll say about, like, cause I did this for my MCP stuff. Sometimes these color shift paints are, if it's just one solid color shift paint like that, which is kind of an oxymoron, but you know what I mean. If it's all it is color shift paint without any sort of highlight on it, you can't see it on the table sometimes. Like sometimes I lose my widgets because I can't see them. But this will help. There we go. Right? And even I'll get the gun a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we're in pretty good shape. The rest of this I actually can't do on camera because I have to paint the terrain, and you can't really paint the terrain on camera. It's just not the best. So I don't even know if I'm gonna paint my terrain tonight. I'm just gonna chill probably. One thing I am gonna do though is I want to seal up all this stuff. So we'll seal Ashoka Khan, and we'll seal these widgets. And they'll be ready to go for some gaming tomorrow. But yeah, I got all the phase 1 stuff painted except for terrain at this point. So now everything is ready to go except terrain. Alright, so we'll seal her up. Seal this. right? And it's just gonna normally I seal these with a gloss first and then the satin, but feeling a little bit lazy tonight. Just gonna seal. And tomorrow there's gonna be a lot of people playing with their new sets, and a lot of the tools and stuff will be gray. You won't be sure which ones are yours. This ensures I know which ones are mine, right? Okay. Okay. We'll let those dry for a minute. And we'll just chill and hang for a minute, guys. Any questions, comments, threats? Okay. I'm glad we are basically done here. That makes me pretty happy. Get all these off screen. I'm gonna leave these here because I gotta snap those pieces in. But yeah, there aren't any other questions or anything. I mean, like I think we may have finished this stream a little faster than I expected. But that's a good thing. I'll be back to painting Malifaux after this. So I have, like, just to let you know, like I have a metallurgist and I have a bunch of survivors and I got sparks on here, right? For Mei Feng crew. There's also a mall that's going. He's just gonna go into the miniature case for tomorrow. Yeah, we can. Here, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's look at the character card pack for the Ashoka Tano Padawan. Ooh, need some pretty big card sleeves for these. 4x6 sleeves, right? So 4KP. These are all, oh, okay. So these are all different languages. There you go. Well, let's just go with this. That's what all that extra card is for. So you don't need, all right. Whoops. Okay, so Ashoka Tano, Racia. So, looks like it's a force power. The start of this unit's, oh, it's an automatic. The start of this unit's activation, choose an allied Galactic Republic primary unit or an allied Jedi primary unit. Okay, so basically the boss, right? One character in the chosen unit may dash, which is cool. She is fearless. Each character in this unit may jump or hunkered. I don't know what this is. This unit may use this ability 2 times during its activation instead of the normal one. Oh, is this hunker? Deflect. After a ranged attack targeting a character in this unit is resolved, it may use this ability. If the attack roll generated one or more fail results, the attacking unit suffers 2 damage. And then getting ahead of yourself again snips. After an allied Galactic Republic supporting unit within 3 makes a combat action, this unit may use this ability. One character in this unit may, yes, and then may make a 5, I think it's a dash, I don't know. Then may make a 5-die attack targeting one of the same enemy characters. That's kind of a cool ability, right? So, then let's look at the Shatterpoint card. This is one of her stances, Jakari. I don't know why you need. Oh, these are all the other language cards. But still not sure why you need this card that many times. But okay. Cool. Well, that's Padawan Ashoka Tano. You know, while I'm here, I might as well get rid of all of the other. Alright. I might as well get rid of all of the other foreign language cards that are in the other 2 expansions. So really looking at the Dooku and the Obi-Wan expansion. Right? Because you only need 1 Dooku. So let's do Dooku, Jango Fett, and Magna Guard. Right. You don't need these. So put those away. This is just taking up space in the and you only need 1 set of those. You just have so many extra. Okay. Right? It's just a lot of extra stuff in there we don't need. And let's look at Obi-Wan's. So, General Obi-Wan, Commander Cody, and 212 clone troopers. Right? So you get that. Put these there. And I can right, and you just need those. These go away. Okay. That saves me quite a bit of space, actually, the bottom of that box, so I'm pretty happy about that. Alright. So we're looking pretty good, guys. The other thing I need to do is punch out the tokens. I don't know if I'm really feeling that I should do that right now. I should should get a little token carrying thing. How big are the objectives? Are they? Let's see if they're 30. They look like they're 30 or maybe just below, slightly smaller than 30 millimeter. They're just about 30. Maybe slightly smaller than 30. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, I guess we finished painting Ashoka Khan earlier than we expected to, so I guess, we're gonna call our stream here and just get some rest. So with that, my friends, we're gonna call this stream to a close. Hope you guys enjoyed the very, very short amount of painting that we did, but productive. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.